we're back. Our football fantasy. We're looking at the latter half of the NFC East teams. I think I had the football team, and you're looking at the Cowboys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I mean, they're both taking linebackers in the first round. Jamin Davis going to the football team, and you guys got Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at that exchange, I think you might have won the athletic deal in terms of raw potential. Micah Parsons looks like an absolute animal coming out of the draft, but I believe Jamin Davis might be more ready to be inserted and impactful in an already extremely talented Washington team.
Wow.
Hot take.
Yeah, that is a hot take because Micah Parsons is very good at the game of football. Yeah, I don't know why Dallas picked Micah Parsons, but we'll get to there.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think that Jamin Davis was deserving of the 19th pick in the draft, but you did obviously more research than I on him. So do you think that he does deserve to be the 19th?
In my opinion, with what the football team is doing in terms of their edge rushing already, they have Matt Ioannidis, I believe.
Chase Young.
And yeah,
they're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They're completely good. So you're taking a middle linebacker in Jamin Davis that is very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall and he had really good shuttle times and 40 times. And you're inserting him into a defense that is already elite and edge rushing, so he can completely focus on covering the football, which in this day and age is extremely, extremely important. The middle linebacker position, with tight ends getting faster,
Mm-hmm.
and the slot receivers just dominating that. Like we see players like Devin White on the Buccaneers having crazy seasons because he's so fast. So someone like this, kind of almost like a baby version, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
Going into an already stacked defense is going to be really exciting. Hopefully they can figure out their offensive side.
Well, that's why I think that they should have drafted Kadarius Toney or a quarterback. Like, why they didn't even draft a quarterback? Are they just thinking they're going to get one next year?
I'm genuinely not. That's like my big what is going on. Like, are they committed to Heineke?
I think they are. They signed him for 3 years.
It sounds like they are, and he seems like he's. I don't know why, but I directly go to, is this guy really like fighting for the team? He's putting his body on the line for the team.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
No doubt.
So, you're going out there, you're trusting at least that this person's putting their 110% in.
Mm-hmm.
So all at the end of the day you can really ask for.
That is true. I just think that, well, yes, Heineke, he's literally played a game in his lifetime at the pro level. It was against Tom Brady, and he did almost win. So, fantastic job.
And he had some great plays.
He did have some fantastic plays.
That diving touchdown was fantastic.
But they only have one receiver. They only have Terry McLaurin.
They have Kim Sims.
It's not that good.
I'm lacking.
They have Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas
did fantastic.
He's fantastic. Breakout season for him.
I mean, he was always flirting with breakout numbers. He's a big, like, Rob Gronkowski-sized body. He actually reminds me a lot of, like a Travis Kelce, like a Zach Ertz, or someone like that.
He's that good.
He's like a level lower, you know?
Well, he just hasn't broken. He hasn't broken out to their standards.
He hasn't had the quarterback.
He hasn't had the quarterback. That is also true. They had, who was the quarterback last year? Your guy?
Smith?
No.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. Ugh, rip Dwayne Haskins. He should not be on a football team ever again.
I genuinely understand because, like, okay, obviously Madden is no indicator of anything, but I like the Washington football team. Even when they were the Redskins and I was using Dwayne Haskins and trying to do some stuff, he was always progressing and becoming, like, a superstar level talent in Madden's projections for him. So I don't know if he, like, just fell off a cliff or they just wasted his talent, but I think it was a big mental thing for him. His confidence seemed to be lacking.
Well,
no, he's shoddy.
Well, he was confident on the games where they would win it, but then he was a dick about it. He'd go up to the stands when the game wasn't even over and was taking pictures when the fourth quarter was still going on. He didn't even know it.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's not – your team knows that. Your team sees that. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, like, we get it. Like, that's the kind of antics, like, someone – oh, actually, no, I don't even want to start comparing teams, but I can see how, people like Antonio Brown, like Juju, like these people that have been known in the media to have these kind of interactions that might or might not rub teammates the wrong way. It affects that. It affects them. And when you're the quarterback of that team, like Heineke's not going to go out there and do that.
No,
He
Heineke's not.
can't do that. He'll be cut.
He will be cut. Well, Chase Young will eat him alive if he did that.
Yeah, 100%.
But I do think that it does kind of make some sense for them to take a linebacker, and then they got an offensive tackle in the second round. That's a great pick for them. They need that. And then you go cornerback, sure, and then they get a wide receiver. I think if they took a wide receiver in the third, it would have been a little better. But there wasn't, other than Kadarius Toney and then the top three, there wasn't any, like, wow receivers.
No. What's his name? There's a 6'3", your fifth option at wide receiver.
I'm not going to pull that right now.
Bateman,
yes.
I thought it would have been interesting if they grabbed
Bateman. Grabbed Bateman? That would have been a good pick.
Like a bigger receiver, because you got Terry out there.
Terry's not that. He's not a big receiver. He's a very good receiver.
A great route runner, great catcher, speed guy. I mean, Cam Sims is a lightning bolt, too.
Yes.
And dude has hands.
Is it Cam Sims big?
I don't know if he's larger than, like, 6'1" or 6'2".
Oh, okay.
Like, that's a tall receiver.
Yes.
Bateman's, like, 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
You know, Mike Evans style. So that would have complemented, I think, that offense really well. But it was extremely surprised, like you said, to not see a quarterback.
At all.
I mean, with that 19 pick, you saw Mac Jones. Well, okay. I mean, realistically, now that we're looking back at it, the top 5 quarterbacks were gone.
They're gone.
So who are they picking up? What's his name? Truss?
Kyle Trask?
No way.
No.
Like, so,
he went in the 4th or 5th.
I mean, this makes sense to me.
It does all make sense. I just would have loved to see a receiver in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Okay, that's fair, but I'm going to back up the decision. I like Cosme at that O-line spot in the 2nd round. They need O-line.
Yes, they need that. They need that.
They could have gone 2 O-linemen, and I would not have been mad.
I would have liked that better.
I would not have been mad. Hear me out. I think it's just.
Yeah.
I think it's just St. Just.
Yep.
He's actually like a ridiculous corner.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying his intangibles, and he's 6'3", first off. He's the 92nd percentile, I believe, for 40 times shuttle and the 3-cone. So he's...
Oh, and he's 6'3".
Yeah, that's what I just said that.
Wow.
He's an extreme athlete. So if they can get somebody not only that's going to affect their secondary, that's going to be waves in their secondary.
Yes.
And already
the secondary was already good.
That's what I'm saying. So you have a guy who's going to be great in the press, great in man, because he's going to be able to run with anybody and be physical. Like, DK's lining up against you. You throw this kid at him, it's not the worst situation.
Well, their defense already locked up DK last year.
This is what I'm saying.
Well, their defense carried them all the way to the playoffs.
So if you have all of these pieces, and it looks like they're kind of creating everything, and then, in my opinion, I'd assume they're going to trade for a quarterback if they don't take one in the draft next year.
Who are you trading for? They're going to get Deshaun? Whoa, hot take.
Dirty.
They just give their picks. They don't care about any picks. Just
Aaron Rodgers goes to the football team.
Whoa.
You know, there's a couple quarterbacks.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is not. He's done after this year in Green Bay.
He's not staying in Green Bay.
And he's not going to stay in Green Bay at all.
Yeah. No.
So he could go to the team, and then the team would be insane.
Maybe they're trying to pull something like that.
Just prepare for it.
Prepare for a quarterback.
Well,
I mean, you're looking there. That's two wide receivers. Damien Brown's nice out of North Carolina in that 3rd round. They had 2 picks in that 3rd round.
Yep.
And the 4th round.
Well, they had a lot of picks.
They did have a lot of picks.
4, 6, 8. They had 10 picks or 11 picks?
They had, I believe it's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They had 9.
So you can get a lot with 9 picks. And they did.
They did get a lot.
I think their defense is kind of done.
Their defense,
it can never be done just because you can keep getting more depth, which they did. They don't need 2 edge rushers.
Well, I was going to exactly what you just said. Their defense was great last year, and all they did here was add very valuable backups. And that's perfect.
Well, Chase Young's just going to play his ass off the entire season.
Chase Young is very good at football. He also seems like a very good leader.
He is a very good leader. And, well, if he gets hurt, that's a little tough for the team because they might kind of fall because Chase Young is cornerstoning that edge rush.
That's why Matt Ioannidis is on the football team. He was the better edge rusher, low-key, last year.
Oh, my God.
He is very good. Very good. He's been with the team for a minute. So them bringing in Bradley King and Tooney is extremely interesting because now they just have this depth behind two insane edge rushers. It's like, okay, like if you guys are athletic and like are trying to play, come learn how to just dominate the NFL.
What draft grade did you give them?
I looked down on this website and it said an A-. I was very surprised to not see a quarterback. I mean, unless I'm missing some news and they came out and said something like.
Well, they have Fitzmagic. I think it's what's his face? Their quarterback.
Heineke.
It's Heineke, and he's going to learn from Fitzmagic. They're going to try it out this year. See what happens. If it doesn't work, you got Aaron Rodgers, who's not going to go back to Green Bay. You got the entire draft class next year, and you got all of the other quarterbacks that might want to get traded.
It's low-key a decent draft class next year.
And that's going to be nice. Bama's going to have a quarterback in there.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler. There's plenty of names in there.
I'd probably give him a B just because
straight B.
I'd give him a B. I don't like the linebacker pick at all, just because their defense didn't need it. I would have rather had another tackle or a wide receiver, but there were no wide receivers.
I think with the 19 pick, they took probably the best option for what they would do. I would give them a B+.
Okay.
I don't think the A- is justified. I think they are giving out a crazy amount of A's. A's are hard to get.
Yes.
You got to grind for it.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys did not get an A.
No.
In my grading system, they did not get an A at all. Just transferring over, I have literally no clue why they took Micah Parsons. They did not need Micah Parsons.
See, but I still think that's a good pick.
It is a great pick, but there were so many other things that you needed. You needed all of their defense. They needed, I don't even know. They don't need a lineman. They just needed they needed a corner. Everyone thought in the world that they were going to take a corner, and they didn't.
Yeah, because Jace Horton and Patrick Surtain went 8 and 9.
Take Morhaig.
Morhaig? You're talking about oh my God, what's his name? Caleb Farley.
Or Caleb Farley.
Caleb Farley. They both had injury concerns.
I still don't care. Yes, Micah Parsons is probably going to be a generational talent, but you don't need him.
Okay, think about it, the Cowboys shoes, right? You're coming off a season. 2 seasons ago, powerhouse in the NFL. Best O-line. You're running back dirty. Dak looking great. Wide receivers stacked. Defense.
They're still stacked.
Absolute squad. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's playing good. Van Der Esch playing good. They got the whole Mark Cooper, Gallup, all of them. They're all playing good. Great. Comes out. Dak, dead. Van Der Esch, dead. I believe Gallup got hurt. Amari Cooper was out for stints. Obviously, Zeke wasn't going to play up to his potential. Then the old linemen started getting picked off. Like, this is a team that has been ruined by injury.
Worse than the 49ers?
Of course not. Of course not. I don't think anyone's going to be worse than the 49ers.
That's true.
But you're sitting in that draft room, and you're looking at Caleb Farley, back spasms, 6 weeks out, back injury. You're looking at, what's his name?
Morhaig.
Yeah. He just had surgery.
Yeah.
So, and then you're looking at Micah Parsons, an absolute specimen. I am fairly confident he doesn't have any medical history, so
no.
You're like, okay, Van Der Esch, he gets hurt again. Maybe they're trading Van Der Esch.
Well, this is the last year for Van Der Esch because he's on his rookie contract, and so they did not give him the 5th year.
He's going to have to play this year.
Yeah. Well, anyone would love Van Der Esch.
Yeah.
He a very good linebacker.
If he has a nice year, he's going to go premier somewhere.
Oh, he's going to get paid a lot of money. He learned from Lee, and Lee's a very good linebacker too.
Sean Lee's dirty.
He just all these white guys just keep getting injured. White guys on the Cowboys at linebacker position.
Well, the Cowboys is tough.
But again, it's a great pick. He's going to be very good. You didn't need a linebacker though. They have.
What else are you taking there?
I don't know.
Like, you could take Caleb Farley, but then they're sitting there like, is he going to play?
Right. Yeah.
That's our first round pick. Is he going to play?
Pick a D tackle then.
A D tackle? Why would they pick a D tackle?
Their D-line is not that fantastic.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. So am I. Exactly.
Yeah. You could have taken a D tackle. I don't think there were as many rated in the. Where did they pick? 12?
Yeah.
Not taking a D tackle there.
Well, that was their issue. They were too high.
They should have. They should
have
traded
traded down. Well, they didn't. They try to, or they trade up.
The Cowboys.
Didn't they trade? No, they were stuck there, and no one wanted to get
round 1, pick 12.
From
they
Philly. They traded down
10.
from Philly.
Yes.
I don't think anyone wanted to trade up to 12.
Well, because Philly took Devontae Smith.
Yes. This number 12 pick was like the hardest pick in the draft because there was no one that Dallas needed that was good enough for the potential, but their pick was so high that they had to take someone good.
Right. Yeah, they're kind of weird in between.
Like, you're not taking Kadarius Toney or like Caleb Farley or Moorhig at number 12.
You're not.
They're not that good.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
there's just other risks.
Yes.
Like, Tooney's not as developed. You don't know exactly where he's going to pin up, and you're taking him in the latter half of the first. Farley and Moorhig have injury concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Micah Parsons is a 5-star cream of the crop recruit that you're somehow getting at
12.
Like,
I think I had him going at 6.
I had him going at 8.
Exactly. He should not have made it this far.
No one thought he would, so that makes sense as to why, in my opinion, the Cowboys would take him.
They were unfortunately stuck to take Micah Parsons. Oh, no.
It just doesn't fit their team's needs.
No. They just needed a corner.
Jerry Jones just has to be aggressive and make some trades.
Well, that's why they should have traded up because Moorhig went first in the second round. So trade up your second round. They got Kelvin Joseph, who's the 8th best corner ranked in this draft.
Yeah, that was a weird pick.
Why are you taking him?
That was a weird pick.
Trade up something. Get rid of like one of your late round picks when you have so many, and get Travis Moorhig.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Calvin Draw. That's somebody that they like specifically. Maybe they have a connection. You know, that type of thing is extremely useful. I would assume in the NFL, like having some kind of connection to your team prior to going into it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the case, but.
Would
you that just going off on a tangent? Would you say that that's important, or
what?
Is it more like I am focused on getting this done, like I want to do the best I can, or is it I'm in a great situation to succeed?
I'd say it's a little both, but more of the first.
Yeah,
because the team succeeding is based on you doing the best that you can, and if everyone does that, then you're going to win. Just look at the Bucs. Everyone does their job as perfectly as they do, just like the Patriots did for the past 20 years. And what do? You win championships.
It's all playoffs.
It's all playoffs. It's perfectly fine. Work out all the kinks throughout the season. Just make the playoffs. That's all you got to do. Wild card. Super Bowl.
80 undefeated.
Yes. Well, the Cowboys did get 3 cornerbacks throughout this entire draft, so
they needed that.
They needed help. Yes, they needed help. My overall grade for them was a B-, though.
A B-.
I take either trade down 12 and get so many more picks in the next draft, because you can get a first round in the next draft for a 12.
5, 6, 7. 7 out of how many picks did they have? 10 or 9?
They had 11.
They had 11.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah.
So I believe 8 out of 11 were defensive players.
Which they needed. They don't need offensive players. They do not. They need nothing on the offense. 2
offensive linemen, which was interesting.
Well, they need a tight end. I don't know why they didn't take it. There was no good tight ends. Kyle Pitts. That was it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were some options, but that's actually a lie. They took John. No, that's there were options.
There were options. What was your grade for them?
You gave him a B-.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna agree with that. I mean, it was lackluster.
It was lackluster.
They could have.
They needed many things, and they didn't really solidify the need.
But I also feel like they're in a weird period of like, all right, now we're waiting for Dak. Let's see if Dak's
okay.
What he was.
Can Zeke play again this year?
Is Zeke gonna return to what he was doing? Because if those things are the case, they're gonna be right back into it. They'll be fine.
They'll win this division easily.
Well, and they think about it, like how good they were. Plus, they have CeeDee Lamb now.
Oh,
their defense was bad. It used to be worse. They really did.
Mm-hmm.
So their defense has only been improving. They got about 1 million defensive players in this draft, so one of them's got to work out. Somebody, they're at least trying.
Yes.
They're coming to practice, ready to go,
Yeah.
facing up against these offensive players and giving them a run.
One thing for my last note, I do love seeing when the Cowboys pick a defensive player in the draft, because the Cowboys are such a big team that everyone expects them to just pick offensive players.
Straight offense.
So whenever they pick a defensive player, and they've picked defensive players for the past 4 years, because their defense is always trash. Always in the first round too. They're always booing them. Always booing them. And it's hilarious.
The disrespect. You gotta trust your guys.
You do. But after the break, we're gonna just do some latest news and just seeing what's going on. The Eagles did pick up Carry-On, so we'll break into that, and then some other stuff. So we'll be back.
So I know we were going to start with the Eagles talking about Carry-On, but I'm scrolling down the notes, and I'm seeing a quote saying Jerome Bettis, one of the best bruising running backs of all time. He's the original bruising running back. Mm-hmm. He was a fullback.
He's huge.
He's a massive
just a fridge.
Obviously played for the Steelers, fantastic for them.
Mm-hmm.
I believe won Super Bowls with their Hall of Fame career. He said Najee Harris, the current first round draft pick the Steelers got at 24,
mm-hmm.
is not worth, I repeat, not worth a first round pick.
I mean, I would think he's a first round pick. I watched him in college, and he did look unstoppable, and he did look huge, but I would take him in the first round personally. I wouldn't let him fall to the second to let any other team take him.
Well, if the Steelers had the 24th pick, where I don't know where they were falling in the second round, but I do know that a lot of analysts were saying, or are just in the firm belief that taking a running back due to the expendability of the position is just not a valid option almost in the first round.
Yeah, unless it's Saquon or
which I think is kind of stupid.
But we've seen it. The Patriots have 4 running backs.
Who are the Steelers going to start if they don't take Najee Harris? Benny Snell
or
McFarland?
McFarland.
No,
he's a big boy.
Okay, he's okay.
He's also from Bama.
He's okay.
Yes, Najee is better than him.
So I like this pick.
I like the pick too,
especially with where they're looking at that spot. I mean, at the end of the round, in my opinion, maybe you're looking at an O-lineman there. They don't really need line help.
No,
obviously their quarterback situation is fine. Their
defense is perfectly fine.
Is looking pretty decent. They got a lot of help last year out of the draft.
Their defense is perfectly fine.
Their defense
Micah
is
Fitzpatrick.
Great. Yeah.
You got TJ Watt down there with Bud Dupree.
That kind of makes sense as to why they would kind of snatch up
a running back.
One of, if not the best, running back.
I think that what Jerome is saying is draft probably a linebacker, because I don't think that their linebacker is fantastic. But I don't know how many linebackers were left at this point that are fantastic. And then trade up in the second round or something, mid-second, and then take Najee.
Did we see running backs go in the top of the second, though? Before they would have had a pick? Well, I guess it depends on the trade. But
yeah, the North Carolina guy.
Michael Carter, he went in the third.
He went in the third? Oh, see, then exactly, that's his point.
His point.
You can take not Jerome Bettis. That'd be insane. You can take Najee Harris late second with their next pick and pick someone else.
Well, anybody can say that
after the draft. Yes.
Jerome Bettis has no problem being like, you guys are idiots for not taking him in the second round. Nobody knew he wasn't going to be there in the second round.
Exactly. If him and ETN are still available in the second round, everyone's going to try and trade up to take him.
Yeah, so all in all, it makes sense for me.
It makes sense for me, too. I don't want to say screw you, Jerome Bettis.
I know.
Because he would literally kill me.
He would rock us.
No,
the two of us could not take him.
At Jerome Bettis. Don't listen to the podcast, but listen to the podcast. Don't kill me, though.
Please, no death.
That'd be very nice. To another running back, the Eagles did pick up Carry-On.
Oh, yes. That's nice for them.
They have 5 running backs now.
Cool. None of them are going to make a huge difference.
Miles Sanders is good.
Big rebuilding year. He's injury prone.
He is injury prone.
So is Carry-On. Carry-On's probably more injury prone and less dynamic.
I liked Carry-On, though. When he was playing,
I have been a big fan of Carry-On since Detroit.
Yeah, since Detroit. Yeah. When he started and he was their running back, he was good.
He was nice. And then he got hurt. And then he went to another team and got hurt. And then he went to the Cardinals and got hurt. And now he's on the
Did he really go to the Cardinals?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know he went to the
It was him
Cardinals.
and Chase Edmonds, and then Chase Edmonds played one game and got like three
Three
touchdowns
touchdowns.
and like 100 receiving yards. And they're like, oh, wait, why are we not playing Chase Edmonds?
That does
But now
make
they
sense.
have they have somebody else in there with them.
Oh.
Did they draft
Oh,
him?
yeah, no. Oh, the Cardinals?
Yeah.
No, they took the Steelers, dude.
Oh, James Conner.
Yeah.
James Conner. That's what I was trying to say. Like, also, obviously, they got rid of running back, so they're looking for that
Yes.
position.
Well, James Conner was a third or something.
Maybe
So-
a steal.
That's why what I'm saying is you can find value in running backs at any point in the draft. The Patriots drafted what's his face in the 5th. That's a big dude.
Sony Michel
Nope, in this draft.
in this draft.
The dude you were talking about.
What do you mean? The Patriots?
Yes, the big dude that compared to LeGarrette Blount.
Oh, Stevenson?
Yes,
Is that his name?
yes.
Oh yeah, that's thick.
See, you can
He's like
find you
260.
can find value in late rounds. That's why it's like, do you need to draft him in the first round? He's not Saquon out there.
No,
He could-
it's hard to be.
He could be.
He could be.
We literally have no clue.
Exactly.
Roger Goodell's chair. That was it. That's been in the draft the past 2 years. Is in the Hall of Fame now.
That just the like leather chair.
Yes.
I'm so dead. That was strange. I thought the fans going up there, it was. I wonder if were they picked before the game or was that just like arbitrary?
I thought it was random.
It looked really strange.
No, they were not prepared to go up there.
No, there's
They're like, what do we do up here?
well, they sat up there the entire 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Just doing nothing.
Just be on my phone all the time.
Well, I love when they would go up and like hug Roger Goodell, and he's like, "Oh my
Like,
god, what's going on?" Oh man,
It is only staying there for the summer, though. It's not going to stay in there. He needs his chair back.
are you kidding me?
No.
They're giving him the chair back.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What's this man's gonna do with this chair? He's gonna have it.
Roger Goodell has no need for anything. He has a couple of millions of dollars.
It's a couple of billions of dollars.
I don't think he's in the billionaire club.
You don't think Roger Goodell, the owner of the NFL,
He's not the owner of the NFL.
He's the commissioner.
He's the commissioner. That's not the owner.
What is that even? We need some research here. What is that? Is that not technically the owner of the league? Okay, the who's the owner of our fantasy league? They're the commissioner. Oh,
You got me there.
I did get you there.
You got me
Yeah.
there. His net worth is $175 million. Not even close to a bill.
No. How the goddamn hell does Khloe Kardashian have over $1 billion?
She does better marketing.
Are you absolutely kidding me? That's crazy.
Well, and everyone hates Roger Goodell.
Everyone hates Roger.
No one likes Roger Goodell except for
Goodell.
Roger Goodell and all of the high up people in the NFL. It's the only people that like him.
Yeah, the NFLPA does not like Roger Goodell.
Jason McCourty has signed with the Dolphins, the
Interesting.
expatriate safety, because they did just give up Bobby McCain,
Ooh,
who was their team captain for the defense,
yeah.
which is surprising. And he's
For the Dolphins defense.
yes,
Yeah. McLean's fast AF.
yes, but now
ahead.
Jason McCourty just slots right in there.
Yeah, I mean you're bringing in veteran talent there. McLean's
McCain,
McCain. I thought it was McLean.
is it McCain?
Regardless, I felt
Bobby.
like he was a bit of a raw talent.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I mean, he was kind of like physically dominating, so I feel like that's why he produced as much as he did. But this is low-key a good move for them, especially if they slot in a linebacker. I'm pretty sure they drafted at least one.
Yeah, they probably did, but now the Dolphins are just becoming the Patriots V3.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
we already knew that was happening.
The Titans started with V2.
Yeah, the Titans. Well, it's always the Patriots. The Dolphins just keep swallowing.
I know. Brian Flores is like, I need some players. Hey, Bill, you want to
Hey,
release someone?
Bill.
Thank you. Come on down.
Bill, your
It's a little
roster-
nicer down
Your
here.
roster's looking a bit thick. You want to trim off some
No,
fat?
Florida. I really hope that the Jaguars just start picking off Patriots players, because then all of Florida will just be the Patriots players.
Just got to go down to Florida and see a couple games.
I know.
I
It'd be
mean,
insane.
that would be insane.
One thing that I did see was that the Lions did not draft a quarterback.
Why would they?
You're
Jared
putting all your faith in Jared Goff.
You know how much money they're paying Jared
You're
Goff?
not even getting him a backup.
Do you know how much money they're paying Jared
A whole fuckload of money.
Goff? Did Matt Stafford have a backup?
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's end of discussion right there.
Frank Ragnow, also on the Lions.
Oh,
He is now the highest paid center in the league.
did you see his speech?
I did not.
Oh my god, I think he was crying. It was fantastic.
Once he got paid, or what was it for?
It was just the press conference after it was announced that he's the highest paid.
Oh, he was crying over there.
He was just like, yeah, it was like a motivational, like, you know.
Well, he's getting paid almost $14 million for 4 years.
He's a fantastic lineman. He's actually like, he develops extremely well in my opinion. He has for the past couple of years. He's going to continue to grow exponentially.
Hey, if someone can actually pass block for Jared Goff, maybe he'll be able to do something.
And this is a center.
This is a center,
which that's hard to do.
That is very hard to do.
You have a good center. You have typically a better line.
Yeah, but you need a left tackle.
Excuse me.
You need that blindside blocker.
Well, I'm saying it's a whole team process.
It is a
you need
whole
all
team
five.
process.
But
Yes.
It starts in the middle.
Someone has finally decided to wear number 1. It is Paris Campbell.
Harris Campbell.
From the Colts.
The Colts, yeah.
The receiver.
That's so random.
Yep.
Is it like his high school number, college number, or something?
No clue. He just decided, I'm going to do it. And he probably doesn't have to pay a lot.
I was going to say, he definitely doesn't have to pay a lot. So
who's ordering a Paris Campbell jersey?
Not me. Love you, Paris, but
I ain't getting one.
Paris.
Yeah,
I mean,
get one for that.
Yeah.
The final thing that we're going to talk about is Tim Tebow is probably going to be a Jaguar.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
I
literally named out. Oh, look at all the tight ends.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
No, first off, James O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy's good.
Luke Farrell's okay. I guess you can. I really think it's such disrespect to be comparing these people to Tim Tebow. But what about Zach? You didn't put
He's not on their roster.
Tyler. What's his name? It's not Tyler.
Eifert?
Yes, Tyler Eifert.
He's not on their roster. I looked on ESPN. He's not on their roster. He's on the Bengals.
I do not believe he's on the Bengals anymore.
I don't know.
That is kind of a big deal because I would assume that Tyler Eifert would have been their starter. Right now.
Oh, I take it all back. He's on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, I'm correct.
You are correct. So
okay.
So now they have Tyler Eifert and James O'Shaughnessy.
My opinion is that's going to be the 1-2 punch. And, you got 3 other players back there in case you need run blocking / help. What is Tim Tebow going in there to do?
Hey,
be athletic?
Urban Meyer loves Tim Tebow. They have a house right next to each other.
Well, that's some information I did not know.
They literally have a house next to each other.
Again. What is Tim Tebow bringing to the football team at the tight end position? Are they going to run a trick play where he can throw the ball?
Probably.
Are they going to run something that involves him using his legs? Because his ball security isn't great.
Nope.
How is he going to be reaccustomed to taking NFL hits after playing in the MLB?
Oh, my God. There's going to be so many linebackers that are literally just going to rock this man.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of... Why add that to your team when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for
Tyler
Eifert? Other options that you're looking at. 2 of which I can tell you right now definitely are better.
Hey, he loves them.
I haven't looked into Luke Farrell, Tyler Davis, or Chris Manners.
Manners.
Actually, Chris Manners is nice too.
Yes, I do.
So that might be 3 options that are definitely looking better than Tim Tebow.
Hey, again, we have no clue. Maybe Tim Tebow could be great. I doubt it, and he's going to get rocked.
He's going to get nailed.
Oh, some people are just going to... They're not even going to care if he's going to get the ball. They're just going to clothesline him. But I think that's going to be it for today. On Wednesday, we're going to be looking at the AFC North. We're just going to pick a couple teams from there and then go from there and see how, after the draft, how they did. Thanks.